Right, hello, good morning, or afternoon, I guess, at least for me. Yeah, so let's just keep pushing through the list here. What the hell is this what the fuck thing? There we go. So, basically, where were we? Yeah, we were here where we added, so after you actually, let's show it. So if I just want to do a very simple thing here, I just want to go here and I want to call this boop2 instead, and I say that's okay. We have the overview, and we can also click it now, which is pretty nice to actually see like what this diff is going to look like. So you can compare them, which is pretty cool. Yes. Are they the same? Yeah. Anyways, let's go in and allow to edit the rebase. So we need the git state for that. Set rebase mode. And I wonder... Yeah, we should return here. So if the mode, if we're going to rebasing mode and we're coming from ready to push, we're gonna go. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, sorry. I thought the opposite. So if we want to go into rebasing mode and we are already in ready to push, we go back to rebasing mode using the same rebaser instance. So all we really have to do here is wire up that thing. Let's see, just have to move my face a little bit. So that should be at the bottom here. Approve rebase. So that will be edit rebase. Did we add that? Yeah, edit rebase. Rebasing. So if we try again, and let's change it. I'll approve that. Oh, by the way, I want to change something. Boop. Approve that one instead. Cool. Excuse me. And now we actually want to perform the rebase. So that is, I think we just called it rebase. Did we? Yeah. So when we click that, we're actually going to go into a new state, I think. Yeah, let's add another mode, which is pushing. Like, it's not really pushing. It's actually like executing the rebase. Oh, goddamn Apple Music. It's like actually performing the rebase on the file system, producing the commits and everything, and then pushes. But I think we can... Maybe we should call this like editing. Can I rename that symbol? No. Okay. Let's just call it pushing. It's fine. And I think we'll keep the rebaser here, because we want to still kind of show the... We still want to show the commits as we are... Or maybe not. Let's try without it first. So that means pushing, we don't have a rebaser. Okay, and then we have if it's idle or mode equals pushing, we're gonna return an empty array. So the list is empty. I wonder if like how are we gonna indicate like the actual loading state? Yeah, let's not do anything about that for now. So we're gonna yeah, actually perform the thing now. So we set rebase mode. So if, let's see, if we want to go into pushing, I actually think this switch should have been the opposite. So we should rather have looked at what state are we in. Yeah, that would be kind of the state machine-ish way of doing it, but it doesn't matter. You can also do it like this. Interesting. And then this mode should be idle, actually. I want this to be a push with lease. That took a long time. What's going on here? I guess I could figure that one out myself. Do I have any weird stuff on my ChatGPT? Yeah, I did. ChatGPT. Yeah, our son has this. He was born with like his feet was like. He didn't like. There's this condition where your feet are like completely kind of crippled when you're born. He doesn't have that, but he has. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, we're evaluating some treatment. Anyways, doesn't matter. Or doesn't matter for the extension. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, how do I push force? Do I force push with lease? Oh. Force with lease. And the force with lease is like if, well, we can see what it says. When you use git push force, git checks that the remote branch has not updated since the last time you fetched it, which is nice, right? And then we can look at the rebaser. So the actual rebase, it's very interesting how it works. So what we do is at first we just go through and we try to build up every single step. And that's the commit operations. So what that means is like we're basically, yeah, and I think there should be like some kind of, oh, this should be fine. Modifier. Yeah, no, this should be fine. Anyways, from changes. Yeah, whatever. So what it does is that it goes through all the file operations from, yeah, so it goes through each commit, like from the first commit to the last commit, and it just goes through the changes, identifies what it should do. And so for example, if I added a file on the first commit, it will go through, it will make that like a write operation on the file system. This is the path, and this is the content. So I actually have to build up the content. Where do I do this? Oh, sorry, there's the content. I have to build up. Oh, sorry, let me explain. Okay, let's do this again. So when it rebases, well, the first thing it should do, oh, it does it down here. Okay, great. So what it does is that it has a hash, or I've been reading a Rust book. So it has a record of file states, because what we do is that we go through each commit from the first to the last. And then for each commit, we go through the files. And for each file, we go and grab the contents, the initial file contents for that file. And there might not have been a file there before, like if it was added or renamed or something like that. Does this actually take into... Oh, we have to take it into account here as well. Where was the logic for actually checking old file name? We should move this into a method. Sorry, I'm gonna go through it, but what should this be? Should this be... like a utility, like get old file name? Yeah. What was it? Get changes for file by hash. Yeah. Okay. I'm just reflecting on where it fits. Get initial file contents. You could... You know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna just move this thing even further. Get initial file contents. And then we're gonna do this. Rebaser. Wait, how the... How did it get the hash there? Oh, and then it doesn't really need the hash. But now it needs the... Who should be responsible for this? Like get initial file contents, it makes sense to me that it just takes a file path and then it figures out if there was a rename. But we don't know which hash we're actually looking at. So we could be looking at a later hash. And then the initial file contents is actually this file path. It's not the renamed one. Where do we use get initial file contents? Do we always have? Yeah, we do always have the hash. Oh, there's one thing I haven't taken into account here. Oh, fudge. Oh, we have another thing we need to handle. So when I when you rebase, you're allowed to create new commits, and those aren't like actual valid hashes. Oh. Let's see. We're gonna do that first. Handle new commits and getting initial contents by hash. Yeah, that's interesting because I just generate a hash, right? But if I were to pass that hash to get initial file contents, it wouldn't be able to find the initial contents of the file. So it kind of needs to go and find like the closest real hash. Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna do this for now. Where? Sorry. Get changes for file. Oh, but it doesn't matter, does it? Like this doesn't use a hash, but oh yeah, because it's just a file path. Oh yeah, no worries. I don't think this is an actual problem. Yeah. Oh wait, it is. It is. It is a problem because I might be using. No, because I'm getting the initial file contents. Yeah, sorry. I'm always getting the initial file contents. Okay, I'm gonna, I can't, should we pass? The weird thing about passing the hash here is like get initial file contents. And then we're kind of passing this hash as just a way of getting the changes for file by hash. Yeah, it would, of course. I think it would be better to just call it, yeah, get initial content. Oh, let's do that. Sorry. So we're gonna pass the file name, and then we're gonna pass the hash here, and then hash, and then we're gonna do this. Let's call this file name. This dot get rebaser. Get repo. And then we're gonna do all file name or file name. Yeah, let's just do this. And then we're gonna say here. So this hash we pass here, it's fine to do this because we're just looking up the actual changes. We're not actually using the hash. So that should be fine. But Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we're fine. Anyways, let's go through this. So when it actually does the rebase, it keeps the state of all the files it's modifying, and you'll understand why soon. So it goes through the commits to handle, and it does so in like chronological order, in the sense that it starts with the first, and then the second and third, and the last commit. And for each commit, it returns an object that has the message of the commit, because we have to like actually do like git commit with a message. It has the file operations, and the file operations are like the specific changes to the file system. And the way it does that is going through the files that's in that commit, and then it will try to resolve like the initial contents of that file. So either it already has the file, because there was a previous commit that made changes to the file, and we want to apply changes on top. So either it does that, or it goes and grabs the initial file contents, where we now will either just grab the initial file contents, unless it's a rename. Unless this hash, like this commit, has a rename in it, then it will use the old file name as the initial contents, right? Because you're renaming a file that has the contents you want to apply any changes on is from the old name of the file. But it might not be any file there or initial contents, because it might be adding a file, for example. And then we just return an empty string. And then we update the file states with that content. Then we go and grab the actual file operation we want to apply. I think maybe we don't need this. Like, we're just adding a bunch of get file operation from changes. Yeah, that one's fine. But we could like just keep the file operation change here. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So when there's an addition or modification, we're just going to write the file. And what we have to make sure of is that we have these flags, so it actually writes the file in nested folders and stuff. And then we apply the changes on this file. And if it's rename, we're gonna move. We could just call it rename. Whatever. When we have verified that it's able to like generate all the file operations required to create this Git history, we reset the branch to its original state. And then we go through each operation. We go through each commit operation. We look at all the file operations, and if we're gonna write, we'll write file. Yeah, I'm not sure if this actually will it create the folder. Right. Yeah, we probably, let's see, make sure it creates folders. Let's see, let's explain. Do you know if this creates nested folders as necessary? Is Claude out sick today? No, it's not. Oh. Oh, interesting. Is it that easy? Okay. Let's just okay, close. Let's just put it in there. Join path. Okay, I guess so. And then we just write the file contents. If it's a rename, we'll let's see. Well, in this case, it will most surely be there. And then if we remove it, it will most surely be there. Yes, so it runs the actual file operation on the file system, then it runs add, and then it runs the commit message. It just runs through it and just generates all the commits. And then it says, oh yeah, and now it says ready to push. Shouldn't do that, it should just do this. And then here in the extension, we are actually pushing the changes, right? Wasn't it here? Oh, pushing. That's what we want to do. Oh, then we call it rebase, and then we say pushing. Oh, I don't like this. Anyways. So if we're ready to push, we'll run the rebase, we'll execute the push origin branch, force with lease, and then we go to idle. So this should, in theory, work now. So we can do something very simple first. Let's go in and say boop 3. I'm happy with this. Go and do your thing. Yeah. Now we change to 3. And we're happy. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Just checking to see if anyone needs my attention. Nope. Okay. Cool. What else? I guess we can just continue. There's gonna be a refactor of this whole thing, that's for sure. Oh, test the trash. Test everything related to trash. Yeah. But let's set up the test. Let's see, I have a few more minutes. So this is all wrong now. I think maybe we should... What's this? Is set? What should we add? So the way I want to write these tests is that I want to have... what am I using? Am I using the jest? Vitest. I wonder, is there any concept of like, what's it called? Fixtures? Fixtures? Fixture initialization. To this function. What does this? Oh, I thought fixtures were like... Okay, I guess we can just... I don't think we really need to test these things. What we care about is we want to just write a bunch of tests that has a git diff. So we have this folder. So that's how we're going to test it. We're going to have a folder full of git diffs. And then we can just name the git diff what we kind of test. And then we're going to run through, we're going to just import all the files. And we're going to run a test for each of them. I wonder how that works. So we're actually going to remove all the tests. Don't need this. We don't actually need any of this. So can I do like, let's ask ChatGPT. Can I import all files from a folder in VTest? Yes. Thank you. Oh, import meta glob. Interesting. Okay. So if I do, does it have? This gives the following, or please fix. I think you can just add like a interesting. To fix the replace the import metaclone with a Node.js native require context approach. Okay, I don't think that's the actual correct. How do I fix type errors with this approach? Okay, let's try it. I can just do ts ignore. We don't care. We do not care. Ignore. So what we're gonna do is fixtures. Start.diff. Diffs or fixtures. Let's see what it does. Console.log fixtures. I think I actually have the tests running here. Where are the tests? Here are the tests. Here are the tests. So let's create that folder, fixtures, and let's just do a very simple. Maybe we can even create like a very simple one. So we are going to package JSON false git add rename. Oh, sorry. make false or something. And now we want to do git if, what's the command? Git if well, I guess we can do git if main fixtures 1. Is that how you do it? Yeah, exactly. So we want to just grab all this and we want to shove that into this fixture. Rename commit.diff. Maybe we shouldn't call them that. Let's read a simple single line modification. Something like that. And then we should be able in our test to be able to look at that thing. How do I import metaglob? The text of the files. As raw. No tests found. And there we have magic. Oh, so it's okay. So we can do what I think we should be able to do here is like object.entries. We want to, so the thing we want to test here, we don't want to test the actual extension, we want to test the rebaser. So we want to create a new rebaser. Yeah, so there are two things we want to do here. We want to change. It's how we initialize the rebaser, because it now here it does the actual. Oh, by the way, they need to be unified diffs, or not unified diffs. Sorry. So let's change that. Oh. Git diff unified 0 main fixtures 1. There we go. Single line modification. So all of this stuff that happens here, we really want to put that in its own thing. But it also says this.commits. Do we have, where does it get the commits? Does it set it? Oh, so the commits, how should we do that? How do we know the hash? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. We just have some changes and we decide the commit here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is const diffs equals execute git command parse git diff. Does it need anything else? I don't think it does. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna use a utility. Get commit, well, get diffs, and we're gonna pass this dot commits, and that's it, I think. And then all of this stuff is gonna be yeah, I think we can do that. Well, we can do get create file changes or something, because we're not actually using the file. Oh, we need a repo as well. Get file changes of commits, something like that. Export function is probably async. Get file changes of commits. So we need a repo here, repository, and then commits would be commit. And then commits. First git diff. Yeah, I need to check if it's fixing the add thingy. There's a bug in the thingy. Where were we? Git state. Okay, so now, so now we're getting the file changes, and now we should be able to say file changes equals well, first of all, we're gonna call test name, and then we're gonna do async. I think this will work. Get file changes of commits. What does it use repo for? I don't like that it uses repo. Oh, execute git command. Oh, sorry. So we shouldn't pass. So the commits are only used here, right? Yeah, okay. So we're not actually gonna do that. We're gonna pass. We're gonna pass what this returns. This is what we want. Yeah. Diffs. Something like that. And then, well, not diffs, but let's call it commits. And then we're gonna copy this one, but we're gonna say we're actually not gonna await. Is that the only await we do? No, I don't think so. Well, we'll see. So let's copy this, and let's see, let's put it in here first. This dot commits, and we're gonna pass diffs, but we're not gonna do this. Yeah, okay, let's see how it changes now, because this, okay, so we're gonna change this. So we're gonna say commit diff, and this is gonna be, this is a string, right? Yeah. Diff is string, And then we're only going to do let's see. We're just gonna map over the commits. Commits dot map commit diff. There we go. Now we don't need a repo. And here, oh, isn't it? Oh yeah, sorry, we don't need a repo. Cool. So now we have something we can use in our tests. Get file changes of commits, and we can say commit so message can be whatever. Hash can be 1, 2, 3. Parents is just for that thing to, and then diff would be this thing. Oh. So we're gonna say that this as record string. And then we have a new rebaser. We can say just test. That's the name of the. Oh yeah. We first need like const commits. By the way, now we don't. Oh. So that would be commit 0. Commits file changes. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. Does this actually need to be async now? No, it doesn't. Nice. So we can also fix that here. And now we have a test. Query. Raw. One failed. Oh, fudge. We have a VSCode dependency. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we have VSCode in there. Damn it. We can't. This is kind of annoying. There's no good way to handle this, actually. So we need to put this logic somewhere else. So what we could do is that we can do like we could put it in the rebaser. It's the rebaser we really want to test. But it's kind of weird to have that. But doesn't this mean that... Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't this mean that we can just pass in... Oh, we actually don't use the branch here. Interesting. Okay, let's drop the branch. And what if we just pass in the commits? Or we kind of pass in... Sorry. Yeah, you know what? We can actually... oh, this is interesting. So let's look at this signature. What if we rather just pass in this. Commit and the diff. That makes a lot of change, a lot of sense. Oh, I'm skipping my commits. And should it be from, yeah, it should be commits from newest to oldest. Let's do this. And then we're gonna say commits map. Just gonna put the commit in here. Like that. And then we're gonna say run all this stuff. So that would be a private function as well. Private get. Why are you complaining? Oh. Get file changes of commit. And then we can just this get file changes of commits. Like so. Map chunk to file change. This overlapping file change. Okay, we're getting there. So what we can do now is basically we have the diffs. We don't need to pass that. We can just pass the diffs like so. And now we can do so I'm just gonna check if someone's in the I got a bit stuck. I'm streaming. I'll be right there. Let's see. Let's just wrap this up, and then we're gonna do. No, don't do that. So we can now go in here and we can change this. And then we have the rebaser. And now we can start doing stuff with the rebaser. Ooh. Are you like sleeping in, or is your family like getting out for like breakfast? Expect rebaser to be truthy. Oh. Wait. Why does it? Yeah, it seems quite common, right? Oh shit! Do we have VS Code in here now? Oh fudge! We have VS Code in. That sucks. I need to get rid of VS Code. Like you can't run VS Code in. Okay, I have to drop out, but is there a way to import VS Code for testing code extensions? It's kind of annoying, and it's just a URI thing. But it does not work with VTest. Recommend approach. This is so much work, and it's just because of the freaking, well, it's not that much work. I think I'm gonna find a way around this because I'm only doing VSCode URI, and it's even just for typing, right? It is. Oh. Yeah, and I don't even care about everything in that type. So let's remove that and then just create this type called VSCode URI. And then, oh, fudge. Ah, damn it. I have to move. Maybe we can just move that logic. To git URI is required only by to multi-file editor. Yeah, let's just move this out. Oops. Like so. And I guess the git state. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe? Oh, change from git. No test found. Oh, it should. How do you write the test? Can I dynamically create tests in VTest? Oh, interesting. Test.each. Ooh. Oh. Oh yeah, okay. And then we'll call that. Oh, interesting. Diffs. That was a bit of an intense. Oh yeah, test. Huh? Test each. Oh, sorry. Yes, I kind of want to do. Oh, you can also generate it using loops. Huh. But that's what I did. Oh, was it because I was missing test maybe? Why does it say... They are. The test definition. Well, okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's empty. Wait, that's raw. Favorite. Oh. There we go. Nice. Diff.split. Parse git diff. Where's this? Oh, is this inside parse git diff? Okay, let's look at the... Oh. Why does it say... Oh. Default? Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, we have the test running. I'm gonna drop out. I'm not sure if we actually want to test the same thing. We don't really want to do that because we want to... Yeah, so this was a fool's errand, really, because we actually want to import the specific fixtures and run specific tests on them. So that was a little bit silly. But maybe we can function get fixture. Path or fixture. Can I do like fixture, and then it will be query raw eager, and then return fixture dot default. Where? Oh, of course. Path name. And then we can say, instead of this thing, we're gonna do test create rebaser. And then we're gonna say fixture or div. So this would be single line modification.diff. Can do this. Oops, it's gone. Maybe I can't put it there. I have to, oh, invalid global import. You only use literals. Yeah, so you can't dynamically. Can I not do this? Oh, statically analyze. Recommended approach. Ah. So we're not gonna do this. We are gonna should create rebaser. So what I want to do here, I want to actually make sure we get entries. Well, I don't want to map them. I want to reduce. So this should be a record of string and the accumulator. God damn it. Entries. Can I type this? Entries unknown. Default string. There we go. Fixtures. Kind of annoying with the naming here. But let's try it. Dot single line modification dot div. Undefined. What do we have here? Ah, okay. So let's just remove that. Substring. Fixtures dot length. Oh. Oh, sorry. That's on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. I think this is pretty okay. So now we have a very easy way to test anything based on the diff. So we can run all kinds of things, all commands, changes. And we can run the actual so we should have diff on one side. We should really get the file operations on the other side. And then we could do snapshot testing, actually. The only thing we're not like really grabbing here now is the actual, like if someone's testing this and something goes wrong, I would like to get a proper error report. So it could pass the diff for each commit. But that doesn't help much because it's the change to the diff that becomes a problem, or potentially becomes a problem. So I would also need the state of the trash and the actual, trash and rebase commits. Yeah, because I know that I know problems are going to occur in complexity, and I know people won't report anything if they try it with something complex and something goes wrong, and it's not maybe even obvious exactly what goes wrong, and then there is no way to like, okay, even if it's if that person sends the diff, they won't be able to explain to me, oh, I moved this over here and this over here and blah 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 blah. Maybe we can have like create GitHub issue. And then would like actually create a GitHub issue with some data. But do we even care about the diff really? I care about it for tests, that's for sure. So I can actually test moving stuff around and do snapshot testing. Well, maybe that's a problem for later. Maybe we should just see how far we get with this first. And then because I guess anyone would try it with more simple use cases. And if they hit a problem with something more complex, hopefully they have enough buy-in, like not financial buy-in, but like enough buy-in to actually report the issue and help the project. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the thing is, like, added complexity shouldn't really be a problem. Not the way it's built now. We just have to handle all the cases, like, because we have these dependencies thing. So it just makes sure that you don't put stuff in front of stuff you shouldn't put stuff in front of. And I have to make sure about the trash, and then yeah, I think we're gonna try this first. So I think in the next session we're gonna write a few tests, and then we're gonna write snapshot tests. Remember to write for trash as well. But yeah, write snapshot tests for well, we don't have to write for the trash. Well, not explicitly like snapshot the trash. Write final file operations snapshot tests from diffs, making changes. So all the tests are going to be like, here's a diff, here I'm moving some stuff around, snapshot test the rebase file operations. Yes, that's a nice test suite. And then we'll do the backup branch thing, and then we're actually good to go, I think, for like an alpha kind of thing. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Prepping tests. Cool. I'll leave you for now, and I guess bye.